some information came out long after I interviewed you about some of the offers that came before. Either that or I was just oblivious, which is entirely possible. You were offered, my understanding is you were offered the role of Shepard for Atlantis. Is there truth to that?
That's the rumor. That's what I heard.
Okay.
But I was shooting the Farscape miniseries when they were firing that up. So I think I was probably maybe on their list because they did pick me up for Cameron Mitchell afterwards.
Okay.
But it wasn't like I turned it down.
Right. Yeah. Well, you were preoccupied with ending one of the more wacky, cool sci-fi series that have been produced. So
Yeah,
I
we
get
were, we
it.
were trying to finish it. We were trying to finish a story. So
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
was otherwise engaged.
For sure. And did you stay in Australia after that production was done, or did you return to the States?
No, Australia kicked us out the minute our visa expired.
Okay.
An actor is not actually a qualified immigrant status in Australia. If I'd been a taxi cab driver, I probably could have stayed, but the immigration law around the world is always a little funky.
Yeah.
Australia was great. It was a great place to raise kids. I think I would have loved to have stayed there. I don't know that I could have made a living there.
I see.
But
Had your ticket been open ended for that country, you would have considered changing your citizenship.
well, we no, I wouldn't.
Okay.
No, but
Hmm.
as an immigrant, I think dual citizenship is possible these
Hmm.
days. So used to be you'd have to give up your American passport. I
Right.
don't think I would have done that, but living there, the kids were there,
Right.
and my kids are dual passport holders anyway because my wife is English.
Ah,
Um,
okay. Yes. Yeah, I know a
yeah,
few of those as well. That's quite an advantage for sure. So
yeah, they might have been able to stay, but I was pretty sure Australia wasn't going to let me stay. So
yeah, your utility has run out. You got to
you
put a few
know,
more quarters in the meter.
fair
So
fair dinkum, fair dinkum.
what was it like looking back? And we're going to get to the creme de la creme here fairly soon with Antarctica. What was it like um, stepping into this thing that, I mean, you're getting on board a moving train for season 9? As we both know, that's bonus land. If we've managed to get to a ninth season in science fiction, that's like,
Mm.
all right then. What was it like joining that team and getting the feel for how they worked, for Christopher Judge's antics, for everything?
We're digging deep into the memory sockets right now. Some of those wires are a bit frayed. My memory of it is that it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the cast. I still enjoy the cast. I
Mm.
still like being around them. I appreciate them even more as I get older. Um, I saw Rick and Mike and Amanda in Germany last year, and they're smart, entertaining, engaging people. The cast was great. I still touch base with some of the producers and
Mm.
writers on occasion. When I run into people who are on the show, it was a great experience. It was a lot of fun. They had their thing the way they did it, and my job was to come in and be helpful and non-obtrusive in a lot of ways. So which is why I watched the show before I went on to the show. Is go, so what is it you do, and how can I help? I wasn't trying to take over anything.
Yeah.
I was just trying to find a way to slot into how they tell stories about going through the gate. So for me, it was fun. It was difficult because I was traveling back and forth between Los Angeles and Vancouver because my kids were in school. The travel part, was hard on a personal level, but the rest of it was great.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I can't imagine, keeping up with all of that, especially with children. I mean, did they give you an apartment? Did you have something in Vancouver so you
I,
could?
I had an I had an apartment, which was part of the deal
Yeah.
making process. So otherwise I'd have been on the streets in Vancouver. So they had been picking me up in Gastown. Uh, that probably wouldn't do too well. Yeah, I had an apartment.
What was it like shooting that 200th episode? I had long conversations with everyone about this, and it seems to me like it was 3 or 4 episodes in one in terms of production. The number of locations, the number of different sketches that were all in production and to make this thing happen. It just must have been a frenzy to shoot.
It was a busy and big episode, but it was a lot of fun. And I think episodes like that, which are kind of taking a look at themselves. It's a meta episode, so it's for the fans first, but it's also for the people who work on the show. It's for the crew. It's for the writers. It's for the actors to kind of take a look at yourself and make fun of yourself. And you get Rick back. You get all the crazy stuff. You get the puppets. You get to. Are you hearing my ding in the
Yeah,
background?
it's fine.
Yeah, nah, it's notifications. I never get any notifications, and suddenly I'm talking to you, and it's like, what's going on a Sunday morning? Uh, yeah, I think that those are just fun episodes, and they poke fun at me and Claudia. Everybody got their chance to have some fun poked at them, and I think that's a great thing. Occasionally, just
I
to step outside the frame for a minute, and then you can step back in the frame.
No, it's one of my favorites, and I remember Brad saying, people are either going to like this thing or they're going to hate it, and it's a balance when you turn around and point the finger at yourself, because people can be like, "Hey, you're not that big a deal," or "Wait a second, no, they really do get what they're creating." So much of this show really is comedic, and they just turn all those dials up to 11 for this episode.
Yeah, I don't think anyone gets off scot free from the laser being pointed at them. Not even the fans, because this is going. Oh, here's what the fans want, so we're going to give them this, and then we're going to walk away from it. But everybody was fair game in that, so I thought it was good hearted and generous. And the fact is that there is no single episode of any TV show which is for everyone. Uh, so if you get a good chunk of people that enjoy the episode, then you've done your job.
Thanks for watching this clip from Dial the Gate. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. It's our goal to share a new Stargate story every day while we're on break. Please feel free to subscribe to future episodes here on YouTube. And if you have Stargate friends who might like this clip, let them know about us. Be sure to visit dialthegate.com to view the complete archive, as well as transcripts from past interviews. I'll see you on the other side.